Okay, this is part two of the analysis of an EVP session that was conducted on the 31st of July 2020 with investigator Amanda Griffiths. If you've not seen part one, I suggest you go through there and read that. There will be a link below to that particular section of it. So this is part two. This is the second part where Amanda Griffiths is now trying to communicate directly if there is a spirit in this particular building. So I've spoken enough on part one, so we'll get straight into part two.
Would somebody like to come forward and communicate with me?
I'm not too sure what that actual noise is, but it possibly is still outside contamination. That Amanda's not actually indicated anything. Not sure what that is. Let's just turn the volume up a little touch. Yeah, it's this here. I'm just going to get rid of this frequency here, which is troublesome. It's predominantly caused just by background noise. It's been increased because of amplification. I don't know what that is. We have had a number of animals as well as birds, believe it or not. The cuckoo is one of them, which shouldn't be in the country anyway. They disappeared months ago, and because the facility is named the Cuckoo's Nest, we thought that was quite relevant. And it sounds like bird. Could be an owl, not too sure. We'll move on. Yeah, that's outside. Bit investigators moved around, quite frustrating. Yeah, outside. You can tell at the actual sound.
Is there a spirit here that would like to communicate with me?
The outside contamination is very easy
I was here a couple of weeks ago. Can you remember?
to listen to. It sounds distant.
If not, my name's Amanda. Can you
Right, that is inside.
Can you tell me your name? If not, my name's Amanda. Can you? If not, my name's Amanda.
About 3 seconds for
Can you
that.
tell me your name? My name's Amanda.
So we can pull that frequency up a touch just to see if it's around about the 800 to 1000 hertz. I've got another analyzer I can use. It's a little bit more sensitive than this one. It's the wrong one. I think it's that one. Yes, that's the one. Well, the noise is certainly there because we can hear it, but we're getting no signal at all. Got a little bit there, around about 900 hertz. Quite low in volume. Okay, we'll move on from that.
Can you tell me your name?
Another one there. These raps incredibly distinctive. Just there again, you can just see it lifting slightly. See if we can get some more volume. Yeah, I'm on maximum now. Bit more there. Yeah. Yeah, it's very distinctive. It's around about the same frequency which we've been used to. If you're watching this, you've seen part 1, now on part 2, which is this particular one. Part 3 and 4 is the later EVP session when the two investigators were in there. The loudness of the volume of the raps were considerably stronger, more powerful. As you'll see, I've sort of done things backwards, done part 3 and 4 and then come back to part 1 and 2. So there's two raps there that we can clearly hear, and they are within the frequency, which is what we're expecting, but quite low volumes, maybe so low that even Amanda couldn't hear it. The reason why she's not indicated anything, we can just hear it because I've just amplified it to death, really. So we'll move on.
If there is spirit here, are you happy here?
That's quite strange. Amanda's asking the question there if the spirits are happy. That's presuming we have got a spirit in there. Let's just go back to that bit.
If there is spirit here, are you happy here?
About 7 to 8 seconds, which is what you'll notice this sort of sequence in part 3 and 4 of this delay between the question being asked and the noise that happens, and there is a distinct rap followed by a strange sound. Okay, let's give that some volume, see if we can find anything. Just there. About about 300 hertz. Not too certain what that sound is. It sounds like someone going huh. Let us know in the comments box below. Always grateful to receive ideas, suggestions. Could be EVP because Amanda's not mentioned anything on that one, so she may not heard it.
Are you able to make a really loud noise so I know I'm not talking to myself? So I know I'm not talking to myself. A loud noise so I know I'm not talking to myself.
We'll count this one.
Are you able to make a really loud noise so I know I'm not talking to myself?
About 3 seconds. Very low in volume though.
There are quite a few devices dotted around the room. Could you communicate through one of those? Through one of those?
Another one there.
Those?
Yeah.
Those?
Right, yeah. There's again very low in volume. Yeah, that's outside contamination. Ooh.
Ceiling. Ceiling.
Yeah, that's indicating this is a ceiling. We had a number of these on part 1.
Ceiling. Ceiling. Ceiling.
Yeah, a little bit louder that time.
Are you able to make any noises that are different from the noises in the room? Is there a spirit here that would like to make the balls go off? Make them light up for me? help in some way?
I think I might have just gone too far there.
To make the balls go off? Make them light up for me?
One, two. Question, obviously she's asking if she could possibly make the bulbs go off. In the middle of the floor a number of trigger objects, the circular balls that work on like a mercury switch, that if they're moved, vibrated, they will light up. If the question is being asked intelligently, because up to now the question she's asked, the actual raps have been quite low in volume, to the point I don't think Amanda's hearing it. We're only hearing it because of turning up the volume and amplifying it. I'm 90% sure that it's not outside contamination, because when people are moving outside, making noises, that type of thing, it sounds distant. But there's still a 10% chance that these two noises have been caused by contamination, so we can't rule that out totally. But it's an interesting one, because we're going to count the seconds now from the question that was asked to when these two raps, if they are indeed raps, did occur.
Is there a spirit here that would like to make the balls go off? Make them light up for me?
Yeah, 4 seconds, 4 to 5 seconds.
Do you need help in some way? Are you wanting to leave here?
Yeah. 2 there. Not even really answer to a question, so I'm not sure. That's definitely outside contamination.
External door.
Yeah, and acknowledges that one. Yeah, must be frustrated forward there with this one.
Do you have something you would like to say?
Outside contamination, and I think I'm one of the guilty ones as well, so
I'd be grateful if you could let me know that you're okay. If you're wanting to leave, I might be able to find someone that can help you.
Yeah, outside noises, yeah.
I need a visual to let me know you're okay. Can you light one of the balls up? Well, I'm going to leave the room and we're going to put some equipment in that may possibly give you some energy. So if you haven't communicated with me yet, I will try again before I leave. Thank you.
Okay. What Amanda's referring to, this was the first EVP session where we're testing this theory of direct communication via the use of RAPs, which apparently seems to be what occurs certainly in parts 3 and 4. As you will hear, these definitely occur. Very noticeable in this particular session, the first session, there was raps and noises there which, not helped by outside contamination, pretty well wrecked the session really. We're going back in on the 29th of July where we will control the environment considerably better than what we did on the 31st of July. So we're there again on the 29th of August. I think is what we all realised when we're listening back to some of the audio was just how much contamination we actually caused. We didn't really appreciate that just how much the microphone was picking up. We have 2 recorders in there rolling down the Olympus, they're both picking up the same. Amanda was clearly getting some form of noises because one of the things we're interested in is the delay between the question being asked and the answer that follows. She was referring to also placing a couple of EMF pumps, which are basically just high powered magnets which get spun at high speed and synthetically in a way manufacture EMF. Clearly that happens between this session and part 3 and 4, which was to follow, where it was a lot more intensive and the raps were a lot louder. So it's a good session for Amanda, quite impressive. It's just a shame that we didn't help her, and I was one of the culprits as well, that were walking about and not thought we weren't making noises, but clearly we were. So it was an interesting exercise. I hope you enjoyed listening to that. Certainly parts 3 and 4 will be a lot better, so we'll look forward to meeting you there. Thank you.